Hello and welcome back to EV Visionary. This is the second part of our three-part series where we are testing the difference between Porsche Route Planner and ABRP. And in this episode, what we're going to do is to try ABRP, or a better route planner, to see if it's really better than Porsche Route Planner, who is optimized for this car.
So today we are going to go our 800 kilometer drive to see the accuracy basically. It is not related to the car's performance itself, it's related to how accurate the planners are calculating the consumption for the car. A better route planner will get the exact same data as the car has. There is some lag between the better route planner app and the car itself because the state of charge indication is lagging. So we had 94% indicated in a better route planner, but actually 97 in the car. So we will see if that will become an issue during this test. So what we have done is we have saved the locations we are going to. So this is the route we have built in a better route planner.
Sväng vänster, därefter sväng höger.
First hour driven. Right now we are in a tiny town called Årjäng. Clock is 9:13 I mean. How has it gone?
We have driven 75 kilometers. Consumption according to the car then is 22.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Considering the fact that we today have a very cold or quite cold outside, at start it was -2 degrees, now we are close to 0 Celsius, correct. So it's a bit colder than last time.
Yep.
It will of course affect the consumption of the car, but it shouldn't affect the result on the accuracy of the test. What we have found out so far is that we have a misalignment on the state of charge indication in the app and compared to the car. Currently 3% difference.
And this difference has been different from the beginning. It was 1% and it climbed up to 2%, and now it's 3% difference.
Yeah.
So we have 84% and the car or ABRP thinks we have 81%. So
we have to redo the connection to the car again. I believe that's an issue with the connection.
exactly. So when we do a short stop, or if it becomes too much, we will just stop and try and redo it. So or restart the connection with the car and see if we can make it accurate. And that was it for the first hour. Anything else?
Yeah, I think it goes according to the plan.
Great. Then we'll see you again in another hour. Hour 2. Now the time is 10:12 and we are right about a town called Halden in Norway. And how is the stats?
The stats looks pretty good. Like you say, 2-hour driving time. Coming into Norway, pretty curvy roads. Speed drops a lot, but the consumption so far is quite good considering the temperature outside. So we have 21.8 currently for those first 150 kilometers.
That's actually really good considering that it's 0 degrees Celsius outside.
It's really good. If we look at the percentage, we have 69% state of charge, which would indicate almost a 500 kilometer range on a full charge. So that's good.
That's really good. And the problem we had with ABRP, the battery percentage, not really accurate, has just been worse and worse. I don't remember if it was 3% when we spoke to you last time. Now it's 8% difference. So as soon as possible we are stopping and trying to reconnect somehow the connection with the car itself. Because if this keeps going, we will get a really inaccurate route. That's pretty much it for now, and we will see you in the next stop. Kör jag igång nu då. Men då är det den 50 timmen för att vi uppdaterar inte vad Toyota. Okay. 5th hour. We didn't really do an update on hour 4 because everything we did pretty much was just stop to eat. So there was not really anything to report. The time is 10 past 1 p.m. and we are just north of Gothenburg in Kungälv. How does it look?
Well, I think it looks pretty good. We have established a better connection between the app and the car. So the updates of the state of charge is more accurate. It's not perfect, but it's more accurate at least. The consumption is 22.2 in average. We have traveled 360 kilometers.
Something that we realized is that the state of charge, the entire percentage, is not really always that accurate, and that was what we were complaining about before. But however, the expected range is just exactly the same as the car at all times. So maybe it's a 1-2 second delay from the car goes from 241 kilometers left to 240 until the app does it. Next stop is the charge stop, which we will do the first one within this hour. We are supposed to be there in 10 minutes, 7 kilometers, so we will see you then. Here we are, we just plugged in.
And now there are some panic on the parking lot. Cars crashing into each other. All right, we are at McDonald's. So we are currently parked at a 300 kilowatt charger. So we just realized we have one of the major drawbacks of going with a third-party app like a battery planner, because we do not have any preheating of the battery. However, we are in a Porsche Taycan and the battery performance are outstanding. So we are still doing 257 kilowatts. So the state of charge is currently 28% and we are supposed to charge 50 to 53, 54% something. So that is quite smooth in a way.
Hour number 7. I've been driving for a while now.
Do you feel it in your back?
I more feel it in my head. The time is 10 past 3 p.m. We have just passed the outskirts of Jönköping. $1 million question, how does it look?
How does it look? Well, it's pretty okay. Last hour were a bit slow driving since we had a lot of queue on these countryside roads. Somewhat special in the Nordics, I think. It's alternating 2 lanes in one direction or 1 lane, so it builds up some queues when you have a lot of traffic. It slowed us down a bit. It was hard to maintain the speed limit. Apart from that, we are currently at 24% of state of charge. We have driven 520 kilometers, about 21.9 in average consumption.
To be completely honest, nothing special has happened. This is everything that we got for this hour. The consumption is down a tiny bit, but that was because, as he said, we went slow for this
Slow
hour.
driving, a lot of traffic, nothing much to report.
No, that was everything for hour 7. Hour number 8. Here we are at a Circle K. As you just saw, we just plugged in a charger. Yeah.
Second charge stop, the last one, we believe, or that's the plan, at least according to the route planner. So far, 600 kilometers driven, 21.4 kilowatt hours in average consumption per 100 kilometers. Going pretty well.
I would
Consumption has dropped a bit.
Ever since hour 5, it has just kept dropping.
Because we are now at countryside roads with very low speed limits, it has been a bit higher temperatures as well.
This is probably the peak heat we will have today.
Yes.
Because now, as you can see as well, it's starting to get darker and colder. And that's probably it. Here we are supposed to charge to 52%. We plugged in at 9% and now we're at 28%. So yeah, we'll catch up with you in the next hour. Hour number 9. As you can see, it has become really dark really fast. That's how it works up here in Scandinavia. And we have just passed a quite massive roadwork outside of Mariestad. And yeah.
How is it going?
How is it going?
It's going well. A lot of traffic keeps the speed down. So we have actually lowered the consumption even more. 21.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers driven. 650 around kilometers.
This was quite short update, but that's just like before. It's because there is nothing else. It's dark. We have 2 hours left until we're back, and then we'll begin the last charge. The 10th hour. The clock is the 6:15 p.m. We have just passed by Kristinehamn, and this will probably be the next to the last update we do, because we have just 1 hour left until we are at our final destination and we are finished with this entire thing. Update:
35% state of charge currently. 730 kilometers driven. 20.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers in average consumption.
That's actually quite impressive that we're still lowering our consumption.
We do. However, the last couple of hours have been on very slow, in very slow traffic on countryside roads. Now we are into more motorways or main roads again, which most likely will increase our speed and also our consumption.
That's probably it, and we will catch you again when we are done. And here we are, the finish line. We just rolled in at 7:20 in the evening, so almost exactly 11 hours of driving time. Yeah, we had our fair bit of struggles.
In the beginning, yes.
And one thing that I figured is really annoying, according to me at least, is that in the Android Auto app, in the infotainment system of the car, there is no button whatsoever to recenter the arrow. And if we are not following the arrow because we have touched it, it was just like that unless you went out and went into the app again. I found that really annoying.
So technically it said we had issues connecting the app with the car properly. But when we did, we found that the update of the state of charge figure was a bit inaccurate. But at the end, it almost always ended up aligned with the car.
Yes. One thing that we need to keep in mind is that the Porsche route planner is made for the car, it's built in the car, it's optimized for the car, at least Porsche's cars. So of course it's gonna work better with this car than some app, but still the things with the app that we struggled with were things that didn't really have to do with that.
It was more to the user interface and the functionality that wasn't really good. Okay, thank you for today. That was all for this time.
Exactly. Then we will see you for the next video.